What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. So last night I tried to go through and clean up these OEM lenses. You can see there's still plenty of like deep scratches, tons of rock chips. I just don't have the proper stuff to go through and sand this all the way down and polish it back up. So instead of trying to fix the OEM ones, I'm gonna order the glass ones and just call it a day. But as you guys can see, we have everything kind of just mocked up. I don't want to pull it all apart and put them in. I want to test them first. You can see we have our headlight harness plugged in there and the ballast up there, and same for this side. Now, a lot of people told me that this setup would not work on this car because either the ballast was wrong or the harness was wrong, my EC wasn't gonna work. But check this out, they seem to be working just fine from what I can see. If you keep an eye up there on the wall, you'll be able to see as I turn my headlight switch, bam, they come right on. Now, I believe it's the right one that's missing, like the running light, but I don't know, they seem to work just fine. Like I said, this one is missing the little running light, that one there, but they're bright, they look super good, seem to work no problem, so that's awesome. So as soon as I get the glass lenses, we'll swap that onto here. I'll put the car on the lift, take the fender liner out, mount up the ballast up inside the fender like it's supposed to, get them tossed on the car, and they're gonna look sick, especially with the clear in the clear. This looks gonna be so good. Let me check the high beams. Haven't tried that yet. Let's see if those come on or not. All right, so you can see on the left side, it comes on, but I'm missing the bulb on that side. So you just push it forward like that. You can see, I guess it just swaps to, I guess they do work. Okay, so both high beams do work, but it does turn off the projector, which I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to be. I think it is. I'll have to check and see Casey's car. But at least the projector portion works no problem. So pop that back off real fast. And there they are. Looking good, looking good. So bright compared to the stock lights. Make sure everything's functioning properly. Oh, we're missing hazards on this side. So we'll need those two bulbs and that one. But this one seems to be good to go all around. Very cool though. So yeah, a couple new bulbs and we're set. So yeah, a couple new bulbs for the passenger side and then the new glass lenses, and we should be completely good to go. Also, so yesterday we found out the rear bumper bracket on Casey's Mark II is broken, so I snagged these off a Mark III today. This is the standard Mark III rear bracket, and these are the ones from the front. I think either one will work, but these ones from the front look to be the same as the rear of the Mark II, but I think either one will work. I looked online and it said they're all the same, so hopefully one of these ones works no problem. Also want to show you guys, yesterday we got the paint. This is the same color I used to paint my center caps on RCs. Instead of going through, sanding them all the way down and repainting everything, we did the good old Q-tip trick, spray some on top of there and just dab it on. And if you look, I'm not gonna show you where it's at, but no more chip. See that? Looking good. And back here, same thing. No more big old chunks missing. And again, I have the center cap tool coming, so won't have to mess them up anymore. But at least right now, they're all fixed, good to go, and no more chunks missing. That sky actually looks sick. So right now, hitting a few back roads very slowly because it's 26 degrees, don't want to be in a ditch. I head to Conrad's house, drop off the caliper, get it powder coated, and as soon as that's back, toss it on the car and have a nice complete red brake set again, because that one gray one's just, it's throwing me off. I don't like it. All right, my friends, so caliper has been dropped off. Again, big thank you to Conrad for hooking me up. He said he might be able to get it done tomorrow, which would be sick, and we might have it back this week, but if not, no rush at all. I know he has work, it's Christmas time, everyone's busy. I just want to drop it off so he had it, but either way, we'll have it back hopefully soon. Full matching set in the car. It's gonna look sick. Look at this, another sunny and clear day, but these are the coldest days. This morning we got up 15 degrees. There's just no need. It's unnecessary. There's no need for that. 15 degrees, it's not okay. But on the bright side, and the only good thing about being up so early this morning, we were able to get something for the Mark II, which I wasn't sure if we'd be able to actually get it, but we did. So when I get home, I'll show you that. Very, very exciting, and a huge, huge step forward. Here we go. Got my favorite little partial underpass. Love it. If you look, everything is just frozen still. So earlier this week, I showed you guys I got new door lock pins for the Jetta Wagon. Now, I had tried before to go through and swap in some other ones I had and just unscrew my door lock pins, but for some reason I couldn't get them to move. I didn't want to break them, so I just kind of left it alone and forgot about it. But today, I was going through good old VW Vortex. There's actually a whole write-up about how to remove Mark IV door pins, which is kind of wild. I mean, reading it now, it's not too hard to do, but if you don't know the actual steps to do it, you can't just pull them out. It's not just unscrew like a Mark III and they're out. There's a whole procedure to actually take them out properly. So you have the front right and the left rear that you unscrew counterclockwise, and you do one like 180-degree turn, because there's actually a little dot on top of the door lock pin that you turn from facing the window to now facing the cabin. And then you have the front left and the right rear that turn counterclockwise, and same thing, there's a dot on top, goes from facing the window to facing the cabin, and then you can lift up and pull them out, which is wild to me. There's like this entire procedure for door lock pins, but we're gonna try it and see how it goes. So if you want a link to the Vortex post, I'll link it down below, but we're gonna go ahead and try it on my car and see how it goes. And I already looked, this one had, you can see here, it's been like scratched off, but look at this one back here, you can see there's a little dot right there. So the dot will face the window, and you want to turn it 180-degree turn to face down the cabin. And this is the left rear, so I think it goes clockwise. I'll have to read it again, but you just turn it half turn and then it pulls up. But whole procedure for these little things. They also said make sure to take a cloth and wrap it around your door pin, and then use like a vice grip and not clamp down too hard, just snug enough. And then you go from here, give it a nice little half turn, and then should come out. So we've got our cloth here. We have a vice grip holding on to the door lock pin. This is our front left, and by the Vortex post, it says front left right there. You turn clockwise. So we're gonna go from that side to this side. So we'll do a turn to there. That should be our 180. It should be facing the cabin now. Let's go ahead and pop this off. And now it should come right up. Whoa. The more you know. That's wild. Well, it works. So now the new one should just screw on, but factory ones, you gotta have the dot facing the inside. Well, they'll put it back on. Dot facing the inside, down, half turn back out, but take it off, start from the outside, half turn in, and pull it up. And this one and the back right are clockwise, and then this one and that one are counterclockwise. A whole procedure for door pins. Wild. I wonder if there's an actual reason why they have it like this than the Mark III style, where you just unscrew it, or if they just changed it just to change it. I know like engineers get paid to engineer things, and you have to just change it whether it's broke or not. But to have a whole procedure for this door and that door and half turns and for a door pin seems wild to me. So that's our stock one right there. This is our new fancy one, and these ones should just screw right on, hopefully. And I believe that is on. I'll show you that. Seems kind of tall though. Let me close the door. Let's see how high that sits while I lock the car. It's a bit high. I have another set over here. I think the other set though is for Golf 3, which is these ones. But I assume they screw on the same way. I might try these ones that sit a bit lower. These aren't quite as tall. I like the design of these ones, but it does sit a little bit up. Can I lock it again? You can see it goes from there, whereas the factory ones go from there to flush. I prefer that, but I mean, I guess this isn't terrible. I don't know, maybe I'll do them on so I like it, or maybe I'll try these ones and see if I like this better. Now, these ones here are the original ones that I wanted to use. You can see those ones are actually the same length as the stock one there. You can see that, and these ones are a tad bit longer, not by much, but a little bit longer than what these ones are, which these are for Mark IV. These ones are just way longer. They look cool, but they're kind of a bit too long. So I have a full set of these. I only have 2 of this one, so I might try these ones and see. They should sit just a little bit past that, which is okay. This is just a bit too high. It looks kind of goofy. I don't want to do that. All right, so full overview of all the door lock pins. We've already seen these ones are just too long, and then I have these 2 here. The one on the right side that is just, let me see right here, just a smidge shorter is the Mark IV one. One on the left side is the Mark III one. They both look identical and they fit almost the same, but the Mark IV one screws down much further. I'll show you the Mark III one first. It screws on mostly, but doesn't go down near as far as what the Mark IV one does. So I'll screw it until it stops, which is right about, let's see how far it'll go. Oh, maybe it will go down the same. All right, right about there's max for the Mark III one. Let me lock the car and show you how it sits. So that is unlock position and then lock position. So still a little bit above where factory should be. Now we'll take that one back out and we'll swap in the Mark IV one here, which I said, this one's only maybe, I don't know, a millimeter shorter, but it screws down much further and sits completely flush once you lock it. So that one is screwed all the way down. We will close the door again. So unlock position and lock position, just like OEM, sits nice and flush. That is definitely my favorite, but the problem is I only have 2 of those. I'm pretty sure I got these from Nick over in the UK. I'm gonna hit him up and see if he has any more of these ones right here, but those are my favorite. The Mark III ones aren't bad, but they're just a little bit higher. I guess if you had the entire car like that, it wouldn't look too off, but I just like how flush these ones sit. So I'm gonna try and get 2 more of these ones, and then we'll be all good to go. But it adds a very nice touch to the car. I like how that matches this, and a few other chrome bits in the car. Nice little touch. So for the time being, until I find 2 more of the Mark IV door pins, which I'm not sure how hard it'd be to find those, but until I do, we're gonna rock the Mark III ones. They're not terrible. Like I said, they're a little bit higher than stock, but since the entire car is done now, it doesn't look too bad. Again, that's the lock position, and then I'll show you guys the unlock position. Just a bit higher than stock. Not terrible, but I like the look it gives the car. So for now, we'll rock these ones. When I find some Mark IV ones, we'll swap them out. So just getting home, haven't been on my phone much today, but I go on Instagram and it's this photo I posted yesterday right here, and I actually tagged Rustoleum, just, you know, kind of joking around. But as I'm looking through the comments, I want to say shout out to Ruben, because Ruben tagged Rustoleum as well. A lot of you guys actually tag this Rustoleum. All you guys tag Rustoleum. Thank you to you guys. But Ruben said, Rustoleum, would you please be so kind to sponsor him? Your awesome product, especially with the trim paint, would be really appreciated. Thanks. And Rustoleum themselves, blue check right there, actually replied, and they said, we're always looking to work with content creators who use our product and are passionate about all things DIY. If you're interested in working together, please email us. Our PR team will reach back out to you if you see potential opportunity in working together. So boys, that's huge. From Rustoleum themselves, they said, hey, reach out to us if we see potential. We might make something happen. Could you imagine just a pallet of trim paint? Just life goals right there. So I'm gonna email them, see what happens. Again, shout out to all you guys, everyone out here just tagging Rustoleum. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We'll see what happens. It is so cold out here. Look at this. Jetta Wagon, just all types of frozen. And you can see over here as well, GTI, also just frozen. Frozen, straight frozen. It is way too cold out here for this nonsense. All right, so I told you guys earlier today we got something huge for the Mark II. Let me see if she put it on there yet. Are they on there yet? No, I don't think so. No, not yet. Let me go get her and see if she wants to reveal it yet, because it's a big step. Oh man, I see goodies. Ooh. Those are gorgeous, actually.
That's really nice.
Wow. So this is new for today, but this is what we got earlier today. But dang, the all reds are sick. Now these are, I believe these were Amron reds that someone just went through and tinted.
Yeah.
But really good job. Super glossy. The red matches. Those are sick. And then also inside of here, we've got a new girl badge for the front and a new Jetta GL badge for the rear of the car. But the biggest thing, are they in here still? Yeah. Your biggest thing for today, where are they at? Oh, let me hide this real fast.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
We got plates. We got temp plates for the Jetta, also Jetta Wagon, for the Jetta Mark II. So you actually drive the car a little bit before it ships out to Florida, which we're still mostly on track to make it. We'll see. The boat's supposed to leave either January 5th or January 8th, which is very, very soon. We still need wheels and suspension, but taillights look sick. We're missing headlights, a few other things, but got plates. That's sick. So yeah, we got plates for the Mark II Jetta. We got parts showing up for that car. As for this car, I don't think it's gonna make it, boys. I want it to. I still want to try and start up this month, but I said all the parts for the engine wise are already on the way. Should be here hopefully any day. I want to start it this month. There's still a slight chance. Actually, I don't think so. Honestly, I still need a front lift, side skirts, a lot of things. I was gonna try to make it. At this point, I don't think it will, but the Mark II should be no problem. And we have a friend coming down from Virginia, which I think will have the Mark II at EuroTripper and then also the Savoy. So you haven't seen that car, then that car's already ready to go. We'll have the Mark II and the Savoy at EuroTripper. I wanted to have this car, I really, really did. But like I said, life happens, and just building cars in general and finding all the pieces you want, and air ride and engine building, I mean, it's really, really expensive. Plus having multiple other cars and projects trying to spread out, which is, I guess, on me because I have multiple cars to go back and forth to. But I'm not complaining. I enjoy all the cars we have. I prefer to not rush this one, get every piece that I want, the OEM Votech slip, the side skirts, all the pieces I want, just have it done perfectly, all the little kinks worked out. That way when it's time to drive this car, it's just good and ready to go. So at this point, I do not believe, unless all the parts just show up like tomorrow, this car more than likely will not be in Florida. It might still start this month, which is the goal, but probably not gonna make it to Florida, which is okay. It's completely okay. I'd rather not rush this car. I wanted to do the Recaro seats inside with the Pink Floyd. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to do that I was gonna kind of cut short to make it to the show, but now I'd rather just do it right the first time and knock all the things I want out. And we can bring the Savoy down, enjoy that car in Florida, have the Mark II, and just have a nice, relaxing little vacation with some warm weather. I mean, I'm just sick of this cold. I am ready to go see the sun, the beach, just enjoy Florida for a while. So that's your update. More than likely, this car is not gonna make it to Florida, but it's all good. It will eventually go to Florida, but just not for EuroTripper. But yeah, as far as the Mark II goes, this car's pretty on schedule to make it to Florida. Like I said, the next two boats that leave from, I think it's from Zeebrugge in Belgium, is January 5th, January 8th, which is still very, very close. Still need wheels, still need suspension, and a couple other small pieces. But even if the car went like just like this, like side skirts back on, moldings back on, maybe some spacer for the stock wheels, and just a cheap set of coilovers, or even just stock height, the car looks OEM fresh, absolutely gorgeous. Like just like this, the car is beautiful and I love it. But I know she wants to get wheels and more stuff. So if this car doesn't go, maybe just the Savoy. If the friend we have coming from Virginia down to Florida isn't going anymore, then probably no Savoy. Maybe we'll just go, bring no cars, no stress, just go to the show, hang out for a little bit, see the Mark III squad, see Paul, see everybody, and just have no car there. Who knows? We'll try our best to have either this car there, the Savoy, maybe both, maybe nothing. We'll see. I might try and talk her into just shipping the car bone stock for this. I mean, the car looks so good. We did actually find two very nice potential sets of wheels that are actually very close. One's about an hour and 45 minutes away. One's about an hour and a half. One set is 17 by 8, 3-piece, and one is a 16 by 7.5, 1-piece. But both very nice sets of wheels that will look super good in this car. So keep you updated on that. We'll see. I'll show the Patrons probably tonight, those two wheel options. You guys can see them because they're kind of sick. One set's fully polished, I'll tell you, and one set's like a gold face with a polished lip, which I think both options will be sick on this car. We'll have to just see. So yeah, those are your updates for the end of the video. The Mark II more than likely will make it. This car sadly probably will not make it. And Rustoleum reached out, which is sick. I just want to have a palette of trim paint. Like, that would just make my life, you know? Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget to be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.